Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day or night whenever you're watching this ever. Thank you so much for choosing to spend even a little portion of your day with me. I really appreciate it. And today's video, like always, I don't even know why I need to say this because I think it's pretty much a given at this stage, is going to be a messy one where we have ex-Trisha Paytas fan, ex-Trisha Paytas best friend, speaking up against Trisha Paytas and has released this, I don't want to be rude, but I'm gonna say like bizarre-esque video. If anyone remembers Dakota, Dakota is someone who was like a real diehard Trisha Paytas fan, ended up getting invited to Trisha Paytas' wedding. You know, Dakota and Trisha Paytas talked a lot on social media, talked a lot behind the scenes, and whenever I'm covering a story like this with Dakota and Trisha Paytas where it's kind of like, you know, the YouTuber is kind of abusing the parasocial relationship and making the person feel like, you know, their friend, inviting to the wedding and all like this, that is a topic that I can personally relate to. And so I kind of, you know, I'm very interested to cover this one because I feel that I can relate to what Dakota went through. However, I think, you know, I'm not going to speak too soon, but all I'm going to say is this is a very bizarre video. Now, if you do not know what we are talking about whenever it comes to Dakota and Trisha Paytas, so again, like I said, they were really close, publicly, behind the scenes, invited to the wedding, and a drama happened in which, so we have the video right here, by the way, which we're going to get to in a second, but basically, if anyone remembers, Trisha Paytas is unfollowing her fan who called her out for making chairs made of rabbit fur. First of all, the amount of ads on this page is just shocking, for whatever website this is. So this was about the Trisha Paytas superfan. So I'm going to do this as quick as possible, then we can get to the video, but this is for context because I know a lot of people don't know anything about Dakota. I'm talking very fast for some reason. So, Trisha Paytas was receiving backlash, rightfully so, because in a video, they and their fiancé, Moses Hackman, revealed their new dining room. According to them, they always wanted a Beetlejuice-themed dining room. That quick obsession dropped very quick. We don't hear about that anymore. And Hackman designed it for Paytas. However, people noticed that they used real rabbit fur for the chair. This led to the internet bashing Paytas and Hackman. When their superfan, Dakota Paytas, called them out, the YouTuber unfollowed her and sent her a lengthy DM. Needless to say, Paytas is making things worse. So again, this wasn't just like a superfan. This was someone that Trisha invited to Trisha's wedding. And that was like a intimate wedding, so that was like a big deal as well. So a lot of people are discrediting Dakota, and trust me, there's a lot to discredit Dakota for, but trust me. But in terms of her relationship with Trisha, no, Dakota and Trisha were very close. And I mean, I don't know Dakota, but I would even defend, you know, them in that, where it's like, if you're being invited to this person's wedding, you obviously are being led on that you're friends. So Trisha tweeted, "People beg for you to change, and then when you finally do, they get uncomfy, which ultimately is why you need to make the change for yourself. The progress I've made mentally and physically in the past couple months has been the best I've ever had. I feel alive, content, and worthy." And then a couple weeks after this, she got involved in drama again, which is why you never trust any of these tweets. So, we go on, and Trisha tweeted that. Now, this was the video in which they showed off the rabbit chairs. So, here we go.
Is these chairs, like they're literally so perfect. You can see we have our little guests right here.
So it literally is not even just like a rabbit chair, whatever like that. It is literally a chair with just like a lining of rabbit fur on it. Like it's not even like a beautiful piece of art or anything. It's literally just a chair that Moses put rabbits on. Like Moses made this.
Them out.
They're exactly the same as the movie.
And they're nice and sturdy. I was kind of worried that the...
So anyway, that was whenever Trisha showed them off, got a lot of backlash. So Dakota Paytas expressed her disappointment in a video saying, "I'm shaking right now, but I have to film this video. I have to. First of all, it looked like I was, you know, looking at my own rabbit, and that is, you know, my support animal and support emotional. You know, the rabbit was that for Dakota, so seeing these chairs was very triggering. These chairs need to go. People say I stand up for Trisha all the time, which is normally right, but one thing I don't think Trisha knows is that in order to keep rabbits' fur, they have to electrocute them, and I cannot imagine. Oh my god, so that means there were like 8 per bunnies that were electrocuted just to be Trisha Paytas' dining room table. Her dining room table. Now, again, she goes on to say, "I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get anyone mad or anything. I have to speak what I believe. I would not be a true fan if I kept my mouth shut on this topic. That's something I really believe in." Now, one reason that I personally like Dakota Paytas, anything she says to me is kind of like in one ear, out the other ear, no offense, is this was where she drew the line. but she was actively defending Trisha when it came to the content Trisha made. You know, that was really, we don't need to go there, but basically every piece of content Trisha had ever gotten criticized for, Dakota was there, stick up her ass, defend Trisha. So there's morals need to come into play here, but basically that was just giving context. And then Trisha responded to the fan on social media after unfollowing. So Trisha sent a lengthy DM which basically said, "I'm sorry you feel this way. Unfortunately, I'm not this perfect person and can't please every single person. Obviously, I edited it because it was distasteful, so Trisha took the rabbit part out of the video. However, after seeing all your TikToks you made about how grossed out you are about me, maybe it's best we both don't follow each other." This was after being invited to the wedding, by the way. "I understand your anger and hurt and apologize to have offended you. I just have to unfollow because it's hard for me to see all this. It doesn't feel good. You can continue to post your anger. I'm removing myself from it though." So then that was basically what happened, and now we're going to get to this video. So this is posted on the channel Dakota Neo. "I was personally victimized," it's in capitals, "by Trisha Paytas. So watching this for fair use commentary, but oh my goodness gracious, there is a large description which we are going to read. "Please stop crying on the internet over mean comments when you send hate to others. You have really hurt me and changed my life forever." So this is only when it affects Dakota is when it's a problem. No shade. "I hope you become a better person so that Malibu Barbie Paytas Hackman," what a long name, "won't grow up knowing her mother is a hateful and drama-filled meanie. If I would have known the truth about you, I would have never created my Dakota Paytas TikTok account. That was a really bad decision, and not only did I lose my self-respect while posting, I also gained 60 pounds eating and truly lost myself. I don't blame you for what I've done, but I do blame you for never changing or growing as a person. You think that if you just cry, it will all be better because people will feel bad for you," which is what we know Trisha does, "but I don't feel bad for you anymore. After a year of therapy, I feel confident posting my truth about this whole situation because I've had time to think about it and grow as a person. I truly am sorry for idolizing you. Worst decision of my life. I am self-aware now and know not to trust anyone even the way, you know, I would ever idolize someone. I've also been working on myself and I'm trying not to have unhealthy parasocial relationships with people I do not know in person. As for weddings, I have decided to never attend a wedding of a person that I do not know. This is..." Did Dakota go to the wedding? Anyways. "I hope you get better. I think it's time for you to grow up and start acting your age. You're a mother and I would hate to see the internet come between you and Malibu. To Moses Hackman, I just want to say hats off to you, bud. You're legit one of the only people I know that could do what you do. You must love that cash. But I wish you nothing but things because it must be hard for you to be around that and speak your truth. I am in the same boat as Trisha, and I know that keeping your mouth shut is very hard. Good luck to you. To Sebastian Soto, I want to say thank you, not only for treating me as a friend, but allowing me to share my side of the story on the platform. It meant a lot to me, and you're one of the most kindest people I know. For everyone watching this hot mess unfold ever since 2020, I just want to say thank you for not being mean to me. If you were that hurt, please stop. Cyberbullying really gets to you and is a very hard thing to go through. The people who stuck by my side until my account was deleted, I just want to say thank you. This has been a really eye-opening experience and really tough to go through. I'm trying not to overshare about my life, but I need to get these things off of my chest." Alright, so let's watch the video for fair use commentary purposes. Thank you, Dakota.
This video is going to be torn apart. I'm sure I'm going to get bashed and hated and ran off the internet again. But it's just...
I mean, it would be hard to run you off the internet when you've turned your comments off, Angel.
That is in my fucking soul that I need to put out into the universe. Like, I can't keep holding this in. This is a constant battle that I have with my therapist. And I've been to counseling over this. I have been working on myself endlessly. And I just feel like it's finally time that I'm allowed to say something about it. Hey guys, what's up?
Not the little teaser. The little teaser before we got into the intro. I need to start doing that.
My name is Dakota Neo. I make videos here.
Not 40 seconds teasing. And then, hey, how y'all doing?
On this channel, as well as across all platforms.
I love this plant setup, by the way.
Real. As a creator here on the internet, I have came encounter with other creators, and I have became friends with other creators, and those friends have ruined my life. And I want to talk about other creators here today, specifically one person in particular.
May I venture a guess on who this could be?
Because I just keep seeing things and it really fucking hurts. It does. It really hurts because I know that this person is such an evil and conniving bitch that I cannot even comprehend what comes out of her mouth. And this is an ongoing battle that
I mean, what she's saying is probably all true, but it's just like hearing it from such an unreliable source such as yourself, Dakota, is... my point in what I said earlier about I can relate to Dakota is strictly based on becoming friends with a creator and then the parasocialness being abused. That's the only thing, but I mean, I think that's it.
That I have with my therapist, and I was advised not to post this video, and I'm going against that because I have a fucking voice and I use it. Sorry for my language. I'm just really, really, really frustrated. But I have this person that
Tell us who! Don't be shy!
I was friends with. People can... this is so weird that I'm talking about this.
Okay. Please, let's get to it.
I have this person that I idolized, and I know what I did was wrong. I had this person that I idolized, and I had this weird parasocial relationship with that it turned into a real relationship.
By the way, I don't think that is a stretch to say a parasocial relationship turned into a relationship, because Trisha did also use it to her advantage. So, I mean, Dakota saying that is not lying or being, you know, exaggerative. That's not a word, I think.
Where we were friends, and when you are communicating back and forth and being friendly to each other and shouting each other out, it was honestly like, I need tissues. It was like a real friendship.
Sorry.
In my
just like, this video is such a treat.
eyes, it was a real friendship because...
Wait, tissues for what? You're not crying yet. just in case. I get it. No shame.
Had that connection, and maybe it was one-sided. Maybe it was. But then I think to myself, why was I being shot out? Why was she being so nice to me? And why was she messaging me asking about myself? Not only that, I got invited to this person's wedding.
That is so weird. Oh my god. Trisha was desperate for the invitations. Breaking up with Ethan really rocked the world of the invitation list.
Their wedding. Like, literally the most intimate thing a person can be invited to.
True.
And I wasn't family with this person. I lived on the complete other side of the country from this person. And I was invited to this wedding. If I was someone that they had no idea who I was, and we were not friends, why the fuck would I be invited to their wedding?
Numbers.
Literally, why would I? But before we move on, if you don't know who I'm talking about, it's Trisha Paytas.
What? I would have never known.
I don't want to be mean. I don't want to send her hate. I don't want this to be like a big thing. But at the end of the day, I want people to know that she is evil. She is conniving. And this whole, like, her crying on the internet is not for... It's just not real. It's not.
Listen, I mean, I believe whenever Dakota says that. I believe when she's saying this. 100%. Do I believe Trisha fakes it on the internet for sympathy? Absolutely. It's just the messenger is throwing me off, you know what I mean?
She's crying on the internet once again, and it just popped up because people are leaving her bad reviews for her trashy-ass skincare line that nobody wants to buy. But I have been going to therapy because I was victimized by Trisha Paytas. I was on...
Not the zoom in. Okay, editing.
On her list.
More than what I can say.
I was the one that she decided to tear the fuck down and to basically eliminate me from the internet. Well, guess what? I'm back. I never left the internet. I had two personalities online. Dakota Neo, which is my real self that I post here on this YouTube channel. And then I had my TikTok, Dakota Paytas, that none of these two people knew about each other until now. I always kept my two worlds separate because I knew how
Not the Hannah Montana storyline about being a Trisha Paytas fan and a normal person.
evil and conniving and trashy
We're loving the word conniving today, apparently.
that this side was. This side is not good for my mental health. This side of my fans, my side on my YouTube channel, lift me up. They make me feel great about myself. They compliment me. And they honestly make me feel like the one and only. This side of people...
We make fun of each other! Why do y'all not do this to me? Lifting me up, giving me compliments. Oh, we just tear each other down. Yeah, we're our relationship's a little bit different. I'm kidding.
TikTok side of people, which is why I am no longer on TikTok, and I will probably never be on TikTok ever again, is the reason why I go to therapy. I will just say that straight out. These people broke me down. So if you were trying to break me down, congratulations, it worked. I have been going to therapy for about a year now, and it's been honestly a roller coaster of a ride. And I just want to share that on the internet now. I know I'm always going to be an
Please share, because we're 6 minutes in.
sharer. I have talked about that in therapy as well. I share everything.
Okay, you talk about it in therapy, but talk about it in this video. Now, please, 6 minutes in.
About my life on the internet. And I feel like I give people chances that I should never give because I need to realize what people are and who they are.
Conniving, I guess.
Come into my world.
Are they conniving?
This isn't even making sense. I don't know what I'm saying right now, but I just seen this video of Trisha Paytas crying on the internet once again over a skincare line review that was negative because she has done so many negative things in her life. And as someone that was victimized by her, I just wanted to say, what do you think that we're doing? Like, this is literally straight up for Trisha. What do you think that other people that you have tore down from the internet feel like when you send them hate?
Great point. It took 6 minutes, 20 seconds, but great point. That is a great point. You know, Trisha is getting what she has made other people feel. Great point.
What do you think those people do? Because we're real life people. I feel bad for people like Gabby Hanna. Yeah, Gabby Hanna has done a lot of fucked up shit. She has. But hasn't everyone? She just has it recorded and posted on the internet. Everyone has done fucked up shit. And that's why I give Trisha Paytas the benefit of the doubt. And I always will. Because I just think to myself, what trauma has she been through that made...
So wait, do we like her or do we not? Dakota, please. Please. I'm losing this video.
Her do the things that she did. A lot of things that people do are trauma-based. And it's just because that's the only thing they know how to do. I just...
That was a silly noise. Sorry.
I feel nauseous even talking about Trisha Paytas. If you didn't know, I lived my life on TikTok as Trisha Paytas up until the moment that it all went sour with the whole rabbit chair fiasco. If you don't know, just look up Trisha Paytas rabbit chair.
We find it, babe.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
We did, babe.
I didn't expect when posting my TikTok about her rabbit chairs, I didn't expect it to go the way it did. I honestly thought that it would be like a light joke. Like, hey, maybe you shouldn't have done that. But at the...
Okay, now we're lying because the videos were very much so being angry at Trisha, which is perfectly fine to, you know, it's perfectly fine to be angry at her, but like, let's rewrite history.
Then you just like donate the chairs or donate some money to a rabbit rescue or do something good for society. You know, once you do something that's hurtful to people, maybe you should like try to turn it around and do something good. I don't know. As a friend, I was just trying to be helpful because that did hurt me, honestly. I am a avid supporter of rabbits. I have rabbits myself, and I also own a rabbit rescue in the state of Ohio, the Ohio Small Pet Rescue, helping rabbits and guinea pigs.
Cute.
If that's something that you are interested in checking out, definitely check out our website. It's something...
Dakota, where are we going with this video?
I've been working on through therapy, and it's something positive that I have put everything that took me down negative. I've turned it around in therapy, and I'm trying to put it all into positive things.
Okay.
So I did start my small pet rescue.
Great.
We are a nonprofit.
Great.
And it's been going pretty well.
Great.
None of this would have happened if Trisha Paytas didn't actually obliterate me off of the internet.
Finally, we're getting back to the topic.
I'm happy in the end that it happened. I gained 60 pounds from depression and eating, and I was in the worst shape of my life. I think I still am. I don't want to say was, because I honestly think that I still am. I've gained so much weight. It's so embarrassing. But all I do is sit at home and eat. I lost my job from people like calling and saying that I like Trisha and like telling them about the...
What? You lost your job because people were calling your workplace and saying you like Trisha Paytas. What? What? Can we have some proof of that?
The whole rabbit chair thing. I know it's so weird. Like, why the fuck would someone do that? But I work from...
Moving on.
Home now. My life went down the drain, and I lost my TikTok account. But in the end, it honestly has made me a...
I was about to like be like, oh no crying on YouTube, or like because of like the tissues and stuff. I was like, oh gross. 3 of my videos from the past like fucking week have been me like fucking snot down my face and crying. I'm in no place to say that. So Dakota, continue on crying. It's okay.
Stronger person. It's made me meet some amazing people. Without it, I wouldn't have made some great friendships. And there are some people that still to this day, I honestly, they stood up for me. There's one person in particular that I want to just say thank you to, and that is Sebastian Soto. Without Sebastian, he was the one that let me actually speak my voice and actually let me like say my side of the story. And I thank him for that because
Sebastian has always been a person of truth.
It hurt. It hurt. And he was really the only person in the community that stood up for me. And whether he was doing it just because or because he honestly cared, it really mattered to me at the time. And he is someone that I've talked about in therapy because I really, really do thank him. I don't follow him anymore because it's just too touchy of a subject. I don't want to be reminded about that drama or any drama because I'm trying to keep drama free now. I just live my own life in my own bubble.
This just sounds like Trisha talking. Sorry.
But I thank him. I do. But yeah, basically the moral of the story is
Wow, I feel blessed that we're actually getting one.
I wanted to come on here to tell Trisha, girl, you are in the same position that you have put a lot of people in.
I'm glad we're focusing on that because that has really been the like one good point in this video. Trisha's getting what Trisha's gave.
You're there. Like, you have put us there, and now that you're there, you're crying over it?
Fair.
Because you're getting bad reviews?
Fair.
It just doesn't make sense. I lost my fucking job because of you. And you don't care about that. You don't care. You still have money. You're still making it. You're still posting TikToks, exploiting your child on the internet. You're still doing all of it.
Dakota, would we have had an issue with this if Trisha was still our friend? We can be honest. This is a safe space. Because I have a feeling you wouldn't have had an issue with the posting of Malibu Barbie if you were close with her. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's like you don't get it. Trisha Paytas doesn't honestly get it. There is something in her brain that is different from everyone else. It might be one of her mental disorders. I don't know. All I know is that she doesn't think the same way that other people think. And it shows. And I just wanted to say, you've put us there, so I don't feel bad for you. I honestly wish the best for you. I've talked about you in therapy.
Very conflicting.
I know I keep mentioning therapy, but it's just such a big part of my world right now because I have to get through these things. I have to get back to myself. I do. But I don't feel bad for Trisha Paytas. She's still doing perfectly fine and not giving a fuck. As soon as she turns that camera off, she goes into a whole different person. And it's not the same person you see on the internet.
I believe it.
She's really hurt people, including myself.
True.
And when people hurt her, she doesn't like it.
True. All right, well, let's get back to Tyler. There were not a lot of points made in that video. A couple of them, possibly two, that were made were good. The video just kind of came across... I'm not gonna say it. Like, Dakota Paytas was a ride or die for Trisha. Like, I mean, criticizing anyone who was not up Trisha's ass. Like, was Trisha's PR manager, basically. And I'm sympathetic towards, you know, parasocial relationships being abused. I'm sympathetic towards that. However, I never did anything like that with a person who has, like, a history of Trisha Paytas, and I never defended someone like Trisha Paytas, you know, in order to stay someone's friend and go against, like, my morals or anything like that. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with this. Dakota, I wish you well. Yeah, muckers, let me know your opinion. We'll talk about it down below. Okay, bye.